What's happening, guys? Here at Eddie's Barber, and want to talk UFC 280, Islam and myself sort of face off, and where do we go from here? So let's get into it. The whole week was perfect. I went over there just in case I needed to step in, but to lock me in as the next guy in line. But in saying that, I did what I had to do to just make sure I was prepared. It was good because, Islam and Charles were talking about me all week. The media was talking about it all week. I'll talk about the new fire in the belly that it's gave me. I'll start off with that. Right now, I'm pumped. I am absolutely pumped for this. I don't think I've had this fire for a long time. Even fighting Max the last time, I didn't have this fire in the belly like I do now. I don't know, I think it excites me because of obviously a challenge, and I know that there's a few things that we need to focus on, some new things. I haven't really needed to work so much on takedown defense, and I've always been very good there, and I've always never been so pumped. I literally got off the plane from Abu Dhabi yesterday, 14-hour flight, got off there, 2-hour drive home, and didn't need to train. Let's rest. You're jet lagged, let's rest. I just did a camp. I just did a little camp preparing for these two guys, but I wanted to get there, and I just wanted to get a sweat out, and I wanted to train because I'm just so excited. I've always been disciplined. Even if I didn't want to show up, I'll turn up and do what I need to do because I'm disciplined. But right now, I'm going to have all that, plus the want and the excitement, and and just this new drive and this new fire in the belly. It's incredible. I'm already just onto my management and onto my dietitian. Let's get into this. I'm talking to my wrestling coaches already. We're talking to Sambo guys coming in and getting some training. Obviously, I still got 3-4 months, but for me, it starts now. Let's start drilling. Let's start getting. I always want to be in a real good base going into camp. Now I can just drill the shit out of some, wrestling defense and get strong, build some muscle, do all that type of stuff. And then when camp's ready, worry about what I need to do and doing it under pressure, under fatigue and all that, get fit enough and all that type of stuff. Now that I've got a good base, now I've got the understanding of exactly what I need to do, I can do that under the fire of a fight camp. So that's where I want to be, and that's where we're going to be.
The lightweight on the line, pound for pound, number one on the line. Let's do it.
That face-off that we did, perfect. I went over there, expecting them to maybe mention me after the fight in a press conference and all that. A lot of people are like, was that planned? That was not planned. I had no idea. That's why you see me going, can I go in? Let me in. They're calling me out.
Is there anything you want to say to the pound for pound best fighter in the world, Alexander Volkanovski?
I didn't see this short guy. Bring him here.
That's shit you see in movies, mate. You know what I mean? You'd think that was set up. That's how perfect it was. Islam's in for a rough night, especially calling me short. I feel like he's underestimating. I honestly believe he's underestimating. I think that's why they want this. That plays into my that's an advantage to me, because as soon as he gets uncomfortable on the feet, he's going to be uncomfortable. Let me tell you, he's going to be uncomfortable. He's going to be shooting because of my movement. He hasn't had someone in front of him moving like I do. Understand the movement that I do, and he's going to be uncomfortable. He's going to shoot desperately. Shooting desperately is already going to be uncomfortable. Then he's going to find it hard to get me down. And then even if he does get me down, I'm going to bounce straight back up. Especially the fitness I'm going to be when this fight happens, I'm going to bounce up. I guarantee you he is not holding me down. And even if he gets me flat on my back, I am getting up. Mark my words when I say that. And it's going to be back on the feet. Mentally, he's going to be broken. After a big weight cut as well, he's got a lot to worry about. I guarantee you he's going to be frustrated, uncomfortable in there. Especially when things don't go to plan, especially when he realizes this short guy isn't as easy to hold down as he thought. If there's any man to do this, it's me. Again, I love the challenge. This is a challenge. But I guarantee you the right man for the job is me. And you're going to quickly find that out for February 12th. I'm getting champ. I'm getting that second belt. It may as well be in Australia, in Perth. He pretty much had a home advantage his last fight. Now he wants to come. I give him credit. I wanted Charles to win because I knew Charles would want to be active, and I knew I'd be able to fight him early next year. I probably didn't expect Islam to do it. Then he wants to fight me in February. This has worked out even better than I expected. So I'll give him a lot of respect for doing that. I think it's got a lot to do with him underestimating me too. He's a featherweight. Again, he's short. You know what I mean? He's really emphasising this shortness. I think that's my advantage. You know what I mean? Getting me to the ground is going to be hard, but getting back to my feet, so easy. These little limbs, these little short, stocky limbs, especially with all the training, and then now that I will work on building that little bit of muscle as well, man, I'm going to be a hard man. That lower center of gravity is going to be in full force. That's just who I am, right? Like, a lot of people are saying, I'm here seeing a lot of people like going, should I be, you know, risking that #1 pound for pound, moving up, not only against a heavier guy that's known for his strength, size and power, grappling, wrestling, right? So they're going to think moving up, this would be the worst type of matchup you'd want. You're hearing a lot of people talk about that, but that's what gets me up right now. You know what I mean? Like, I need a new goal. You know what I mean? And that's double champ, you know, that's already there. And then this challenge of, you know, you heard me talking about it that whole time. Look how much it's firing me up. I needed this, man. I really did. And that's just the type of guy I am. A lot of people are like, you know, like, you know, you're taking a risk and they wouldn't do this, but that's why you're not in my position. That's why you're not who I am. That's why, yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm destined for greatness because I'm going to put myself in these positions. I overcome these situations, then I know I will. You know, look at what position I am. I get double champ against someone like who's considered the new Khabib 2.0 or whatever, however they want to talk about it. I go out there and take them out. That's huge. In Australia, Perth, massive. And I know I can do it. Like, and the fact that, again, that fire in the belly that I have, that, you know, this challenge excites me, and the fact that the work I'm going to put in to make sure I'm in the best condition and best position I could be going into this fight, I'm going to be a hard man to beat. And I plan on being successful. And I get both belts on them shoulders against a guy like Islam. That's obviously that's for the history books. That's a legacy. This is a massive legacy fight. And look, that's why a lot of people are, you know, look at how they're going about this. You know, should you be taking this type of risk? You know what I mean, and things like that, because that's how much of respect they have for Islam's game. So imagine where that puts me once I take him out. Imagine how them conversations are when I take him out. Imagine where I am when you talk about legacy and pound for pounds and GOAT lists and all that stuff. Not that I totally care about that. You know, I'm just hungry right now and I want new challenges. This is a challenge. This is a new goal of mine. It excites me and I can't wait to go out there and kick ass. But hey, let's end it with that. You can see that there's a fire in the belly. So you don't want to miss this. Perth, UFC 284. I guarantee it's going to be a stacked card with a crazy main event. We're going to write history that day. You do not want to miss out. I can't wait to put on the show. Thank you for everything. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, do all your business. You know how it is. Thank you for the support. Let's go.